Just when we thought we've had the dumbest take, you're watching House Sparks Mega Worldwide, by the way. It's this is my back to basics show where I'm using basically the same setup I started with. Man, I got spoiled. Thanks, patrons. Whew. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. It's gonna be fun weekend. Anyways, here's just when you thought like Don Jr. would have the dumbest take on this shit, we've got Glenn apparently broadcasting from a hair salon he runs on the weekends, where Stu has some sort of like he's in a spa. I don't know where they are.
Well, apparently a spy balloon flying from a product of China, flying over the western United States.
Yeah, it's over Wyoming.
Over Alaska.
Yeah.
Wyoming now.
It's now
Montana,
Wyoming. Yeah. So
I did have the question of when we have satellites and TikTok, why would you need a balloon?
Hey, Stu's onto something.
I don't know.
It
exactly.
does seem to be a little old-timey.
Yeah, it's almost as if their satellites have been falling out of the fucking sky.
No, at first when I heard that, I thought they're down to hot air balloons. That's good. That's good. But it's not good. And here's why. And I'm not hearing anybody talk about this.
All right, this believe me, whatever take is out there, Glenn Beck has found like the crevice of idiocy around it. But here we go.
First of all, the balloon's current path, it carries this balloon over a number of sensitive.
He's yawning at his own shit again. Already. This is the Glenn Beck equivalent of looking at your notes just off camera.
Of military sites. Okay. And they also say, the United States says they don't want to shoot it out of the sky because of falling debris. Really? We don't have anything that would just obliterate that thing in the sky? Really?
Well, the idea, I think, Glenn, might be to shoot it out of the sky and recover it. And if it's going to land whole, it'll be heavy and dangerous. And you know what it's like to have a heavy and dangerous hole, don't you, Glenn? Sorry.
Anyway, it was over Canada, and then it flies into the United States, and it's flying over sensitive military nuclear sites.
Right.
And the Chinese Foreign Ministry said, relax, America.
I'm sorry, they said what?
Ministry said, relax, America. Now,
no, they did not. They said it's a meteorological weather. It's a weather balloon. They said it was a weather balloon. They didn't say, fucking relax, you guys. It's just a weather balloon. They're embarrassed. Somebody's getting fucking shot or losing their job or both. Not only are we going to shoot you, but you're also fired. Fuck me. They didn't go just relax. No, at no point, speaking Chinese, did any of them go, shushi shushi ba. Like, make yourself comfortable, relax.
I don't know about you, but China should be happy that we don't have a female for president.
Oh, dear.
Because females don't really like it when males say, okay, sweetheart, relax. And I think that's kind of what China just said to us.
No, it isn't. Also, why just kind of hack middle comic, Midwestern, dad sexism horseshit?
Very condescending tone. Oh, please.
Oh my gosh, thank you, HD Breakout. Bless you. That's really awesome. Thank you for the super chat. And Ted as well. And Mark, thank you.
Relax, it's just a spy balloon. What are we gonna...
They did not say relax, it's just a spy balloon. They didn't say it was a spy balloon. They said it was a weather balloon. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, here's the one thing that... I
Get to it.
wanted to check when I saw this. The balloon, they think, is at an altitude between 80 and 120,000 feet. Now, I am not saying this is what it is, but I am saying if we don't shoot it down and make sure that our own airspace remains sacred, we're out of our minds. Can you imagine Russia if we had a spy balloon and we told Russia or China?
We have planes flying at that altitude over them all the time. Also, the reason why you saw this thing is because it was at 66,000 feet. That's why it's visible. If it was up where it was supposed to be, where these things normally float, then we wouldn't even see it. But it apparently lost some power or some air or both, and it sunk. So it's at 66. And you're going to tell me this asshole thinks we don't have spy satellites. By the way, the reason we don't have to have stuff flying over the country like we did in the fucking 60s and 70s is because our satellites can watch a cockroach have a bad idea and tell which direction it's going to turn based on its idea and report back before it turns.
Relax.
And this, I don't know what this fucking conversation is even supposed to be. Get on with it.
The balloon is at an altitude, they believe, between 80 and 120,000 feet. The minimum altitude for an airborne EMP is 94 or 95,000 feet. So...
Oh, this goes with his whole, they're going to use an EMP on us and shock our entire system and wipe us out and blah, blah, blah. And they'll do it over NORAD so that we'll have no ability to respond. Our nukes will be dead in the silos. Now, come back with me, if you will, little Gen Xers. Many of you who may know of this time or even be a little bit older, bless you, and you'll have even a little more wisdom about this. This has been a plot in like 15 movies. And secondly, you don't think that the missile silos are sealed in such a way that an EMP, they don't have backup power and a lead shielding so that not only can you not see when the missiles are active in their silos before they launch, which is what the shielding would be for, but it would also protect them from an EMP blast. We're not thinking any of this shit through. We're just going to pretend everything in the United States froze in 1982 and that's all we fucking got. Is that it? Are we just forever doomed to talk to assholes like this who think that all computer hackers go, we're in? Fucking hell.
That's right in that range. I just want to throw that out there. I don't think it's an EMP. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not an EMP.
Did you get a good look at it? Did you get under the hood there, Glenn? I know you got some tools back there. Did you get out your spyglass?
However, if they can fly things over our country...
They can fly things over our country at that height. They can. That we've been tracking it since it went over. It was in Canada. If it was to be an EMP, it would give off radiation. So they would know what it was as it was floating like 2,000 miles. Like, we're in the age of fucking hypersonic missiles, and this motherfucker thinks a balloon is going to sneak up on us and knock out our power grid. Fucking hell. Keep in mind, hypersonic missiles. So this is what we've been hearing about. Hypersonic, I call it super duper. Wait, hold on. Do I have that one in here? I don't think so. I don't have it in this setup.
What?
I know, I don't have it. I thought I had it in here somewhere. It must have been erased.
Q-snatch.
That's what did it. That's right. The hypersonic missiles are kept.
Military institutions and their installations.
Yeah, they're both places. They're probably there.
De-engineering.
Right, that's how they build this shit.
People want other people to stop shooting and knifing people to death.
I agree. We just go straight to the nukes. Let's see. But we don't have to worry about it. We have Space Force, the greatest thing since Ass Force.
First new branch of the U.S. Armed Forces in 75 years, Space Force. Not since the Ass Force.
Not since the Ass Force. Okay. Anyways, you were saying?
And we do nothing about it. And they're flying them over our nuclear sites. I think that's a problem. I don't know about anybody else, but
Yeah, I honestly, thank God you're there, Glenn. I think everybody in the Pentagon has been sleeping on this for way too long. I don't know why. Like it. I'm sure somebody wrote a memo in the mid '70s about stuff like this, but I think they just went, fuck it. I mean, you got to die of something. Smoke them if you got them, and just let whatever fly over the skies. I mean, they certainly did during the Trump administration.
I'm not really relaxed about it. How about you?
Sounds like a big problem. And,
And Stu knows big problems.
certainly I think they will learn that they can do this if they want to do it.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Like,
Or they just found out we can see their shit. That would be the... They thought we couldn't see him, and we could see him. How about this? How about it was flying at 110,000 feet, and the Air Force said, we got to put a priority on this because people aren't going to understand the budgetary necessity and the overflights and what the Chinese are doing. So how about this? How about we can weaken this thing, bring it down about 40,000 feet. People can get a good gander of it. It'll be a crazy news story for a couple of days, but it'll totally justify us clearing the airspace above that from now on. Would you think of something like that if you were working at the Pentagon and you knew this was going on for a while and you finally had somebody in the White House who would listen?
That's what they're
gathering from this.
That's the intelligence that they're gathering. I really believe.
Yes, they're just checking to see. They're just poking us to see how long it takes us to wake up.
They are gathering the intelligence of, will America even respond? I don't think they will. No.
Yes, if you tried to hit us with an EMP, we will respond with an enormous volley of nuclear missiles. For the record, they're not all in the continental United States in an area small enough for a balloon to cover.
Of course they will. No, I don't think they will. Let's fly it over. Fly it into U.S. airspace, and let's fly it over their really sensitive military sites.
And their corn.
And see if they say a word. No. That's the intelligence.
And by the way, we didn't say a word. Well, we canceled our... Blinken canceled his diplomatic mission, and we have 3 planes flying around it right now. Maybe plus.
They're gathering.
That's all we do, though, is we said a word. And, you know, they're talking about how this is going to make a very uncomfortable meeting when, I guess, Blinken meets with them.
Oh,
he canceled it.
Very uncomfortable. We might send them a sternly worded letter. Why not blow it out of the sky? Sincerely, why not blow it out of the sky?
Because of what it might have in it and what you could gain from deflating it some other way, say making it fall into one of the Great Lakes and then picking the whole thing up undamaged. And then scaring the living shit out of them, that we know not only how to control the stuff that they send in our airspace, but we could also take it and...
They're de-engineering.
Yeah, we could de-engineer it.
I'm just saying. If it's a balloon,
Yeah, if. It's a good question. I don't know if I mean, it looks like a balloon. And it seems like a lot of fun. What if it's a jellyfish?
not so worried about shrapnel coming down. Are you? I mean,
hi, dummy. You see this part right here? It's like basically a satellite attached to a balloon. See all that shit? See that stuff? fuckhead. That's why the balloon has to be so big. Because that's heavy.
Well, I mean, looking at it though, I mean the pictures that seemingly
Stu, be careful. You're looking at the picture right now. Glenn has seen it, and you're about to step on his cheese.
are of this balloon. It doesn't look like a balloon, like how you'd think of a balloon.
Yeah, I often think of a balloon. I find myself thinking of balloons all the time. Just remembering birthday parties and up.
It looks like there's a decent amount of equipment on it. I don't. How would you describe this picture? I mean, it looks like almost like it looks
He wasn't even looking at it.
it's like a satellite.
Almost like Sputnik.
Almost like Sputnik. The fuck you talking about? Sputnik was round and had a bunch of antennas coming. Oh my fucking god. Oh, thank you, Templeton's a rat, for the super chat. And then, oh my gosh, Linda. Thank you so much. You guys are lovely. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's really lovely. Hold on.
Yeah, so it looks kind of like a satellite. I wonder what equipment might be on it.
Right. Maybe that's why you don't want to blow it out of the sky.
And honestly, there is nothing that a balloon can gather that I am aware of.
Oh boy. And when it comes to balloon expertise, considering he has one for a fucking head, Glenn Beck's your man.
I talked to, some expert about this. There's nothing that I'm aware of that they need a balloon for, that they
Yeah, but they're fun. You know what I mean? It's like a birthday. Do you really need the balloon? You get 6 days after the thing is deflating slightly. One of the Mylars just refuses to die, but the other ones have cadavered 3 days before, and you're like, really don't feel like moving on it and stuff. But and yet you walk by and you go, way to hang in there. I don't know why they need a balloon.
can't gather just
Carol Cobb, thank you. In case I sleep through the live version of the Saturday show, it's been a long week. It has. Thank you so much.
satellite. They can watch us on satellite. We got that technology.
Yeah, they have Netflix. They have to use a VPN, though, because you're not allowed.
So why launch a balloon?
Why launch a balloon? It's one of life's great questions. It really is why. Why not why have a balloon? Why use a balloon? But why launch a balloon? I guess for the joy of watching it rise. You know what I mean? It's kind of exciting and quaint at the same time.
The only answer I and others can come up with
Is happy birthday to fuck.
I've talked to is
About balloons. I'm just picturing Glenn Beck. Who do we know that knows anything about balloons? Jeff, of course. Get Jeff on the phone. I have some balloon questions. He's 9. It's after 10 o'clock. He's asleep. Wake him up. He can skip the school breakfast. I'll take him to Sonic on the way in. Jeff, balloons. Explain them to me. Just the idea that this fuckhead is having long-form discussions about balloons.
they're just testing whether or not they can invade our airspace and we do anything. Now, why?
Yes, really slowly. We know that if we attack the American airspace really fast, they'll go shields up and it'll be terrible and we'll be all out war. But if we can kind of drift by nonchalantly,
would they want to know that?
because their satellites don't work and their air force is woefully inadequate to take on the United States, and so since we're not giving them tech anymore, they're having to steal more of it. This might be a result of the CHIPS Act.
It's not good.
It's not good. It is not good, even though it involves balloons.
It's not good.
It's not good. even though it involves balloons. Fucking balloons.
Just saying. I just leave it at that. Just
Your summary of the spy balloon. Do we get a headline out of that? Is that a clickbaity headline that we can get out there?
China
Beck
flying mysterious balloons with equipment on it over sensitive U.S. U.S. sites. Suboptimal.
Yeah.
Suboptimal. I'm just saying.
Suboptimal.
Suboptimal. Yeah. Yeah.
Emphasis on the sub.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I know why. I was like, but there are no subs in Montana. It's all land, and it's flying over that. And I was like, oh, because the fact that we have subs, it wouldn't fucking matter if they tried to EMP the ones in Montana.
Which they can launch a lot of things. Anyway.
Right. And they're doing loops around Taiwan right now.
There is a new poll out, and it's a record-setting
Of your ass.
poll, and I think this is exciting. Only about a third, 36% of Americans.
Oh, he's even bored. Look at this yawn. Fuck you.
Say they are satisfied.
Oh, that was like, that was a pro yawn.
36% of Americans say they are satisfied.
All right, I think, I think he's as bored as we are. Fuck me. I'm tired of talking about balloons. Oh God.